you know, I look at that as life, and that's the way it is. And what you guys are doing here is phenomenal. That's awesome what you did this morning.
Well, it's what these folks did. We're happy to be able to do it on their behalf. The British Open was pretty good. The Open Championship started off, I mean, a great start, obviously, on the leaderboard early on, and that, you must like that course. That's where you won the Open Championship at St. Andrews at the home of golf, and that would have been a highlight for the season, I guess, for sure, those rounds.
Yeah, you know, this has been one of those years where I've probably made more cuts this year than I ever have, but I didn't finish on the weekend. And, you know, that first round at the British, I was very disappointed because I had missed like 6 putts inside of 7 feet. That if there was ever a chance that I was going to shoot in the 50s, it was that day on a golf course. And I didn't do it. And then, of course, we got the 46-mile-an-hour wind on Friday.
That's right.
That's what's funny about the British. I had perfect times, 7:30 and 12:30. And people say that's perfect times, but as being over there as much as I have, and a lot of the players, you hope it's good times because you just never know when the wind's going to blow.
Is that one of your favorite courses? You obviously won the major there. I think a few Dunhill tournaments as well. I think you're playing that one again here soon. Do you obviously like St. Andrews?
I love St. Andrews. I love it because of the golf course, and you know, you think about it. I think Jack Nicklaus was the one who said if you win at the old course at St. Andrews, your career is complete. And I truly believe him. I mean, it's the only major where you get. There's only really the U.S. Amateur and the British Amateur, I think, are the two amateurs that play in that field. Other than that, it's the top golfers in the world. The Masters is a limited field. The U.S. Open has over, I don't know how many thousands of amateurs and other people qualifying. And then you have the PGA Championship, which is 25 to 30 PGA pros. So I think it's that tournament to me is probably the hardest one to win.
I do remember watching that. I was on my way to a member guest here in Saskatoon. I'm from Swift-Current, a city a little ways away, and we were trying to find a way to get the updates about what was going on with respect to the British Open, because I mean, there was a lot of fans, and that was 1995. And I think I remember Sunday coverage, and Jack Nicklaus is in the booth doing some color commentary, and just almost begging you on the air to not, I think it was some of the extra holes, to not use a driver in certain circumstances, but you did. You
17.
And now you have your name on the clear jug because of that.
And after I heard him say that, I said, Jack, when you won there, what did you hit there? He said, driver. And I said, why are you dishing me? But that hole is they've added 40 yards to that hole, and we saw it this year. But back then, the rough from about, I guess it was about 240, 250 off the tee. If you hit it in the left rough, you had no chance. But if you hit it 290 to 300, 310, if you hit it way left, the rough is fine. You have a shot, and I don't think he realized that back then.
I watched you get a Golf Channel earlier this season. You had your reality show, for example. That seemed to go pretty well. Are you happy with how that is? Are you going to do that? Is there going to be another season of that?
Tiger didn't have a very good year, so the ratings weren't up, so I don't know what's going on.
I might ask you a little bit about that in a moment. I did see one, I think Trump was hosting a sort of a challenge show on the Golf Channel. I think you played Rocco Mediate. I'm not sure when you actually played the round, but you were playing very well. You won, and Donald Trump really never stopped talking through the whole round, including, I think, some of your backswings.
So, I love Donald. He is the perfect businessman in America. The only man I know that's filed bankruptcy 4 or 5 times and still a millionaire. So I'm trying to figure out his business plan because I want to get on it. Donald's a great man. I mean, when you get to know someone like that, you know, people perceive people, but if you really get to know Donald Trump, he's really got a great heart and a good man. We had a blast with Rocco. That was down in Puerto Rico.
Oh, it was. There was even breeze, and still his hair wasn't moving at all. I remember. It was amazing. John,